the other reason I'm convinced that that's on the bottom of the controller is a, like, funny thing of, if it had been on, like, the top, or if not the top, like, back of the Joy-Con, a grip or something, I feel like it's one of those Nintendo recognizes that would have made it, quote-unquote, too close to the Wii Remote, so it seems like it's one of those because of the stupid, like...
damn it.
Because of the stupid stigma...
Oh, shit.
Because of that, like, stupid stigma thing of, Wii being, like, casual garbage and, like, motion controls being, like, you know, just bad, like, unresponsive waggle, that seems, to be...
God damn it!
That seems to be why the camera on the one Joy-Con is, like, kind of weird and, you know, sort of half-assed in its placement, because
way too much fucking damage.
And this is why I said you should have probably went with casual, because I'm pretty sure you picking normal, this is the GameCube difficulty. I think they did that kind of stupid thing where it's, like, based on naming and shit, to, like, despite the fact that it's, like, normal and casual. The
generally! Yeah. I played the... Oh, come on. Well, a lot of the damage I took is because the water does damage.
Ooh.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. I know, and, like, I'm gonna keep pausing. I know a lot of people might go, dude, you're raving about gyro, but you keep pausing, complaining about your hands. Because
it's the exact same problem you had in No More Heroes. It's because of the position you're in.
Yes.
Because I'm, like, sitting in a position where I'm...
move back a little bit.
Because I'm sitting in a position where I'm facing more straight, as opposed to, like, being tilted at a, like, sideways angle. I don't have that problem.
Do it. Oh, come on.
Gotta get one more in there.
Ow.
Like 4 waves and...
Damn my hands. It is partly because of where I'm sitting, but...
The last game, like, we played where you used split Joy-Cons was No More Heroes, and you had the exact same problem in that game.
It is just because of the size of these things, where I might, once again, get the grip. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. I get the grips out. But what else are going to be? Just some miscellaneous depth in this, because the basic GameCube difficulty is kind of dickish. I just want to...
That's why I hate them, like, calling the lower difficulty the, like, casual mode, because it's one of those that feels a bit...
Ow, god damn it! This is my one problem with Joy-Cons. I know I keep pausing, and I hate, but I'm constantly pausing. And I did have the kind of same problem in No More Heroes, because these things are tiny, and I have to grip them to hit multiple buttons, and even if I'm just kind of spinning my wrist, it hurts my goddamn hand. I do wish Joy-Cons were a little bit bigger, because I would actually love these things. Because I can never get fully comfortable. That's why I love the Pro Controller, because it's a bigger controller, like a GameCube. Yeah, okay. It's just because I missed. Now I get my missiles, it's fine. Ah. Oh, Joy-Cons.
You're gonna try low energy, should you, like...
There should be an energy tank back here if you get a missile. There should just be an energy tank in the one room. Yep. I'll get my grips in a minute. I always have this problem with split Joy-Cons. I can't completely... Like, it's just... And a lot of people have this problem because Joy-Cons are small. When they're on a Joy-Con grip, I actually think that's a decent controller size. But when you separate these things... And normally, if I'm separating... You can blow up the hives.
That stops them from spawning.
What?
I said, and it stops them from spawning.
Yes. Yes, it does. I wanted to show that. There it is. Was looking for this. Come on, taking the damage.
Ah, taking the zero fucks given route.
I had full energy! If I go back a couple of rooms, I can go save and come back here and it'll be fine. Yeah. Like, the gyro aiming is really good, and this is just a problem I have with split Joy-Con games. I can never get fully comfortable with split Joy-Cons because my hands are, like, not even that big, but as an adult...
Which I find funny, because we, like, years ago, fuck, what?
Wow.
What was that controller, like... That GameCube controller, Shauna, that was, like, fucking huge. Was it a Mad Catz controller?
He had, like, third-party, like, Mad Catz.
And I swear that thing was, like, the size of a fucking Duke.
My hands adjust. It's mostly fine. And even without the grips, it's not that bad. But, like... You see, a Wii remote to me is fine, because that is like a TV remote. And the nunchuck is big and tangible, where Joy-Cons, I feel, yeah, fall a little bit short. They're not bad, though, and I don't want people, if anyone's watching this, our family has some carpal tunnel problems, so sometimes holding Joy-Cons a certain way really does fuck up my hands. And that's not really Nintendo's fault, and I don't hate these controllers. I actually really do like the Joy-Cons. And once I adjust, like I'm doing now, I don't have the grips, but just adjusting and getting my hands used to these things again, it's fine. I just need a minute. That's how I always take a minute, and if I really need to anyway, I can always take those little breaks, which a lot of people would do with split Joy-Cons. And even then, I'm trying to not use my wrist as much, and it's fine. With the missiles, there's a missile door over here. And for the controls, what I was talking about, and why I like the free range, and why it's so funny, because of just so many people. And I don't want to harp on this one guy. We've talked about a bit, and it's just funny. And I would love to see his reaction to this remaster, because it was a person that, it was a streamer that I kind of stopped watching, where he played Metroid Prime on an emulator. And this was before the remaster existed. So he was playing Metroid Prime on an emulator. And when he was playing it on an emulator, he would not shut up about how the controls are like some of the worst controls in all of like video gaming, and how
I believe these things keep dropping missiles, so because like there's a missile right there, so yeah, just keep using them. Especially because missiles one-shot these fuckers.
And if you get a cluster, but basically, and this is why I also love the gyro and shit, because you'll notice I can strafe, and I have my free aim where I can just do like that crap, where I don't even need like the log-on.
Wait, are the basic missile pickups 5? I thought they were 1.
They were always 5.
Oh, so yeah, I guess keep doing that then. Keep
always
shooting them as missiles then.
lock on if you need it. Lock on if you need it. There's a big mid.
There's the big boy.
I will go to my other point. My points are going to be all over the place as I adjust my hands. Split Joy-Cons actually feel incredible. It's just Joy-Cons are tiny and it hurts my hands sometimes. Recalibrate. Okay. So the gimmick here... Oh, damn it. If you can get behind him and missile him, this thing takes a lot of damage.
Missile charge shot.
Damn it. I don't have the charge because I lost all my
Oh wait, I forgot about that.
That's why I haven't been using it, because I don't have it. The problem...
You know, I forgot about that because Prime 2 and 3, like, you just have the charge shot by default.
There we go.
Because that's one of those...
Got him.
Like, that's one of those you really should have had the charge shot by default. Why the fuck do you not have that?
Well, okay, you had it at the beginning of the game, but you lost all of your powers.
Yes, but when you lose all your powers at the start of Prime 2, you don't lose the fucking charge shot.
I think you do, but I give it to you.
No.
Anyway...
Because as soon as that happened, I made a joke that Prime 2 was secretly better than the first game.
Alright. Putting my controllers down. Stretching my hands. Gotta work with me. Goddamn carpal tunnel. It's not my fault, because these can... Like, I will defend Joy-Cons, but I will agree with people on the one thing.
What button put you into the morph ball?
Why?
I just thought of something. Click the stick in. Oh, nothing. Okay, we don't seem to have it. Damn it.
Okay, so... I'll also show this. So, I'm gonna be all over the place as I just remember where some shit is. So, it was a streamer, and I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's just this guy, and he's one of these people, and it's just his tirade, and it's so funny because he would not. And these guys often drop missiles at a decent rate. You can say they're pretty high energy. See? Okay. If I go back, instead of going to the morph ball tunnel up there, if I go back to the boss room where we got missiles, there's a morph ball tunnel in there, and I think I can go get another missile and some energy. So anyway, and I don't want to sound like a raging douchebag, and now that I've adjusted my hands a little bit more, this is actually quite nice, honestly, and it feels like the Wii version. It was a guy streaming Metroid Prime. he had never played it. Alright. Blow that the... He had never played Metroid Prime. Oh, I'm also gonna kind of offer some other tips and shit. So, missiles, because they are ammo, like you can see on the screen, I have 10 missiles max. Because it's an ammo count thing, missiles, because it's an expendable resource, do stupid amounts of damage. Missiles far outweigh my pathetic power beam. But the stipulation is you have ammo, so you can't just fire missiles. But for the beam, in case like anyone was wondering, no, this does not have an ammo, so I can just do the thing.
Giving Samus's beams ammo would be really fucking stupid.
Oh, well, we'll get there. But
Good
anyway,
thing they never did that.
it was a guy playing Metroid Prime. He was playing a GameCube emulator. And he was playing a GameCube emulator with a PS4 controller. And because he was playing a GameCube emulator with like a PS4 controller, he wouldn't, like, first of all, look, if you've never seen the GameCube version, or if you're not familiar with a GameCube controller, look up Metroid Prime controls for the GameCube. Look up GameCube controllers, and then look at a PS4 controller and sort of realize the problem. Yeah, I knew it. Go get crap. And the guy tried to argue with me that a PS4 controller is a perfectly fine substitute for a GameCube controller. And I was like, dude, the GameCube controller has a very specific, like, button layout. And, yeah, okay. What I thought was in here. Now, the funny, silly thing... Alright. This... Yeah, Magmore Caverns. Okay, that's what I thought was over here. I remembered... Hold on. I'm going off... Okay, wait, that's the thing. The tunnel we came up. I remembered something important hidden around the Magmore Caverns entrance. Because I've played the game before. This isn't a blind run, but it's been a minute, and I sometimes get...
Yep, totally played the game before. Metroid Prime game facts.
I'm looking for... Hold on. There it is. The one missile... Now, you need bombs, but I remembered some important crap over here. Anyway, go back to me kind of being cynical. So he was playing the game on an emulator. Oh, that, yeah, this. Okay, thank Christ. I did remember correctly. I thought there was like a missile or something important. The missile I can't get, but I have an energy tank now. And if I just follow the loop, I can go continue with the plot. But dude was playing the game for the first time on an emulator. I got stuck and I fell. And he was playing the game. And it was just so funny to hear this man, like, go in. First of all, he went into Metroid Prime. This is also why I love the free aim, because I can do dumb shit. Look at this. Look out.
Can't do that on the cube.
And he's playing the GameCube version on an emulator. I'm going to keep repeating this until I get to my point. So he's playing the GameCube version, and he mapped the buttons to a PlayStation 4 controller. Oh, look at all those drops. And I'm like, dude, the button mapping is going to be kind of awful. And he was like, no, it's like a PlayStation 4 controller. He's like, fine for GameCube games. And then he's complaining. It's like, why is the control so bad? And I'm like...
Do you remember what the control layout was, because the funny thing is the default dual stick setup, because it's dual stick, it makes the, shoot on the trigger like a more traditional shooter, whereas this control scheme in some ways is sort of closer to the, whereas this control scheme in some ways is sort of closer to,
Double dang it!
the,
I'm taking damage like a motherfucker.
Original GameCube one, where it's like A is, shoot, and that's the button on the side, and was X the missile button in the original game?
No. No, it wasn't.
It was Y?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, think about super missiles, and you'll see why I got hung up on that one streamer.
That's why I was like, to be
here
fair...
here are the GameCube controls. X is morph ball, Y is missile, B is jump, actually, and A is fire.
Is the B jump in...
Yes.
Okay, so...
Crap. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how many of you also wish that the camera was somehow on the top of the one Joy-Con, or that they both had a camera on the top? I know that could potentially mess with the triggers, but I also think if the Joy-Cons were not designed to be slotted onto the sides of the Switch for, the handheld mode, I think they could have had the camera on top and still had two trigger buttons underneath the camera part without the controllers being that weird. But a bulkier controller could be a problem. I just wish you had the option of using the camera while also being able to have access to trigger buttons, because that camera works similar to how the Wii Remote works, where it basically is a camera that has a decent amount of spatial awareness and generally could theoretically be used to track a pointer. And until we hit the age where gyroscopes naturally added to controllers 100% reset without user input and more or less self-realign, we will always need a sync button, and that will always be a little bit worse than the Wii Remote because it used the sensor bar as a sync point and would basically, without you doing anything, constantly reset itself. And until a gyroscope is able to do that in a controller, self-regulate, we will constantly need a sync button. And while having a sync button is not too weird to basically recenter the gyro, I think a natural recenter function that the controller has where the gyroscope self-realigns would be incredible, but I'm getting off topic. My main point is I wish the controllers had been designed a little bit differently to let you use the camera, but I do understand that using a camera on the top could mess with the location of the triggers a little bit, but I feel like you could design a decent controller that has a camera on it while also having the triggers underneath in a design that is not really that bad, but if you were trying to mimic the Wii Remote a little bit, that could be kind of problematic. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.